Hello everyone, good morning, welcome back to the Bookcase of Doom. I'm Jane and this is Alice. She wants to participate as always. So, you know how often all of us have these books where we're sure that they're going to be 5 stars for whatever reason. It could be good reviews, it could be friend recommended it to us, any reason. And I want to try and read 5 books that I am sure are going to be 5 stars and see what happens. And if it's fun, then I will probably continue doing this as a series here on my channel. The 5 books that I have here, technically only 4 of them are going to be new reads. One of them is going to be a reread because I just read Radiance for Gothtober last month. I listened to it on audiobook and I loved it so much that I got myself a physical copy of both Radiance and its sequel, and I'm going to buddy read it with my friend Deborah from Instagram. And I still think it counts, because what if when I read it with my eyes it is somehow different and I have different feelings towards it? So we're going to see how that goes. The 5 books that I'm going to read in this vlog are Holly by Stephen King. I'm 100% this is going to be 5 stars because it's Stephen King and because Holly Gibney is my favorite literary character. I love her and I've been waiting for this book like crazy. The next ones are Radiance by Grace Draven. This was already 5 stars, but I want to see if I'm going to give it 5 stars again. And then Eidolon by Grace Draven. This is a sequel to Radiance. Cannot wait to read that one. Rouge by Mona Awad. I was freaking out when this was coming out as well because I wanted it so badly. I love everything that Mona Awad writes. And the last one is I Feed Her to the Beast and the Beast Is Me by Jameson Shear. And I kind of want to start with this one, but I'm not sure I want to be carrying a hardcover with me in the city today. And I don't like to take off dust jackets off my hardcovers when I read them, but I'm afraid that I'm gonna like mush it around or lose it or tear it in my backpack if I carry it with me, even though I am using book sleeves because I make book sleeves and I obviously have one myself. So I'm not sure. Alice, what do you think? Which one do we start with? This one or this one? Choose, please. Choose. Come on. You want to choose for me? Here? She doesn't want to participate. She's just looking at me like, Mother, feed me, please, now. So I'm going to take Rouge with me because I'm going to my back appointment now. And I'm going to need to read on the bus and on the underground. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to update you as soon as possible. I am probably going to take my camera with me as well to show you anything interesting I might see in the city. I'm gonna go feed my dog and I'm gonna go and I'll see you soon. Hello, I'm done with my training, just had my massage. Rouge, I'm on page 30 and I love it so far. Very on brand, showing it in the mirror. And I'm gonna go look at some backpacks now. I'm gonna show you something. This Saturday, my boyfriend and I have our 2-year anniversary, and I just picked up his gift from the post office. Good morning. I'm baking cookies and then I'm taking my dog and we're going to a cafe where I'm gonna be conducting an English speaking club. I'm on page 88 of Rouge and I really like it. In the prologue, there's a little girl who has a love-hate relationship with her mother, who is very beautiful, and the little girl becomes obsessed with beauty and her own looks because her father was an Arab and she looks more like her father than her mother. So she feels like she's too hairy, she doesn't like the way she looks, and girl, I feel you. I understand what that little girl felt. And then she's an adult woman after her mother's funeral, having to deal with what her mother left her, and it's very dreamy, it's very strange. There are always strange things happening and it feels like she's constantly in this trance, the way that this is written, and I love Mona Awad. This just is great. So I hope that I'm gonna be able to finish this soon. Look at that! It's officially winter! Yay! We've got some crows over there. Oh, there's. Hello, good morning. So it's officially winter because it snowed. I love snow so much. It puts me in Christmas mood, even though I'm drinking tea from my Halloween cup. It's Halloween always in my heart, but I love Christmas and I love snow. So I'm going to clean up in the apartment and decorate for Christmas very soon. And I'm going to sit here for a little bit while I'm reading my book, no, while I'm drinking my tea, and read Rouge. I just want to sit here all day and read it, but I kind of messed up a little bit today because I overslept and I missed my back appointment, which sucks, but that's okay. I'm a master at oversleeping. Like, I just do not hear my alarm and I keep sleeping. I don't know what that's about. I need one of those alarms that just goes right into my ear. So yeah, I'm gonna sit here for a little bit and read, and then I'm gonna do some work. Hopefully I'm gonna update you soon on this book. Look at this new cup we just got. Doesn't it look just like a pumpkin? Hello, it's time for me to go to bed. I am on page 175 of Rouge and I really love it. The writing is so beautiful. It's as lyrical and weird and dreamlike as Bunny was. I want to be Mona Awad when I grow up. I think I'm gonna read a couple more pages and then go to sleep because it's late, and hopefully tomorrow I'm gonna finish this so I can update you again. Hello, today is November something, I don't know. I've just finished Rouge. I woke up today and today's Sunday and I said to myself, right, so I'm gonna have coffee and then I'm gonna go and do my assorted writing work because I want to be done with work before I can relax today. But it's my day off, so I thought I'll just read for a bit. God, my hair looks like a tangled mess. And I just sat here for a couple of hours and finished it because I couldn't put it down. This is just one of those books. It's 5 stars. I guessed correctly. It's 5 stars. I want to be Mona Awad when I grow up. Oh, it was so good. It's about a young woman who has a love-hate relationship with her mother, and the book opens with the funeral of said mother and how her grief works. She's obsessed with beauty. She constantly watches these beauty videos on YouTube, and actually when I first said this to the camera, my YouTube shorts started showing me a cosmetologist. Excellent. And she's obsessed. She's like always putting something on her face, always doing these routines. And she starts to figure out what happened to her mother and how to pay off her various debts, and she starts looking through her mother's things, and she goes on this journey. The language, when the state of the main character changes as well. It goes from this very confused but knowing what is going on voice to a doesn't know at all what is going on voice. It's like in a fog that is present in this book. It's like you're underwater in a mirror, and it's amazing. It was great. It's also about a relationship between mother and daughter, and it actually kind of helped me understand my mom a little bit more, I think, which is always hard for me, but I'm getting there, and this book was good for that as well. So I'm giving it 5 stars. Excellent. I kind of want to paint a red jellyfish now. Maybe I will. I actually thought of a next tattoo that I want to get for myself for Christmas. I want a pink bunny right here. Just a regular, you know, realistic bunny for Bunny by Mona Awad, because it's one of my favorite books and just helps me get through every single day of my life. So thank you so much to Mona Awad for writing this, and to all the people that she mentioned in the acknowledgements for getting this book out there. I loved it. Now I'm gonna go make myself some tea, walk the dog, and make myself some tea, and then I'm gonna do my writing work. And later today I think I'm going to start on my next book in this selection, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna go with just yet, but we'll see. Maybe Alice will help me choose. Hello my human friends. So today I'm at my mom's house. Yesterday after work I thought I want to see my mom, so I called a taxi, and me and my dog, there she is over there taking a nap. We went to hang out with my mom, we had dinner, and it was lovely. And I brought with me Holly by Stephen King, because this is the book that I'm going to start now. This is my second choice in the 5-star predictions. I am so excited to read this. I actually already saw a video yesterday on YouTube saying that this is his most controversial book. I have no idea. I don't even know what this is about. I just know that this is about Holly Gibney. I haven't even read the synopsis, nothing. Like, I don't even want to. So I'm just gonna sit here and drink my coffee from my special cup. Look at this cup. It's got like these metal flowers and metal little metal spoon specifically for this cup. my mom has this cup and I love it, and this is the cup that I drink from every time I come to my mom's house, and she wanted to give it to me, so I take it home and I said, please keep it here because I will break it. So I better have a pretty cup here. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and drink my coffee and read this for a little bit now. And also I want to show you something else. So December 6th is St. Nicholas Day because we changed to the Gregorian calendar. Is it the one did we change from the Julian to Gregorian or from Gregorian to Julian? I can never remember. Basically, we changed from the Orthodox Christian calendar to Catholic calendar, and St. Nicholas Day used to be December 19th and now it's December 6th, and it's almost December. So yesterday I brought a pashmina that I got from my mom for St. Nicholas Day. It's like 100% wool, very beautiful, specifically for my mom from Pakistan. And she gave me boots. She gave me some money so I could order myself winter boots because I don't have any. And she gave me a book from my stepfather that they ordered. They like asked, what specific books do you want for Christmas and St. Nicholas Day and stuff? And I told them, and then I forgot. And it was Emma by Jane Austen. Look at this copy. Oh, I love these editions. Look at that. Every edition has the jacket of a different book from this series inside here. Oh, ex libris. There's a place here for an ex libris. I'm actually designing ex librises for my father-in-law's grandchildren, and I'm going to design one for myself maybe as well, so that I can start finally putting my ex libris in my books. I feel like I've been talking for only 3 minutes. I thought it was like 10. Okay, so I really love these editions because it's almost 600 pages long, which means that the print is actually readable. I read Emma before, but I've never had my own physical copy, and I just love this book so much, and I really want to reread it soon. So this makes me really happy. Thank you to my mom and stepdad for this. And now I'm just gonna sit here and read Holly. I'll be right back. You know what? The thought of having to teach my students at a different location than I'm used to, from my laptop, at a place where internet is not always stable, is literally giving me anxiety. My palms are sweating. I think I should go home. Life advice from someone who doesn't have their life together. If something gives you anxiety, you don't have to do that. You don't have to force yourself. It's okay. Hello, God, my vlogs must be so chaotic to watch, because I was just sitting there with a cup of coffee in my mom's living room reading Holly, and now this. The reason that I look like this, my hair's all wet, is because I made plans with my friend Lucy, hi if you're watching the video, to meet up today, and I ran to the underground station, and then Lucy texted me that she's in the train on the subway, and because we have an air raid alert, we have part of the subways all underground and part of it goes overground on some bridges, and the stations that are above ground, they stop during air raid alerts for understandable reasons, and she had to pass one above ground station on the long route to come meet me, and the train stopped, and the air raid alert is going to be on for like 3 hours, so we had to reschedule for next weekend. And I'm sad because I want to see my friend Lucy, and I had a St. Nicholas gift for her in my backpack. It's okay, we're gonna meet up, yes my love, next weekend, and this little lady really wants to go to the park. I took her out to pee in the morning, but we have such great snow out and Alice really loves the snow, so I'm probably gonna take her to the park now. And then I need to go to the thrift shop when the air raid alert is over and the shops are open, because my last jeans ripped, so I need to buy new ones. I don't know why I'm telling you all of that. Like, you don't care about my ripped jeans or about the air raid alert. You might care about the air raid alert though, because that's interesting. Okay, well, basically, Holly, I read one page and I don't even remember what I read, because I guess I was kind of in an anxiety mood when I was reading it at my mom's place, so I'm gonna read it today. I also want to put up a Christmas tree finally, but I need to clean up a little bit the place where we're putting the Christmas tree, and I'm gonna show you these little things. So I'm making little snowflakes. Can you stop? Crocheting little snowflakes, and then I'm starching them with I make them with different kinds of fabric. We've got a yellow one and a pink one here, and there's a white sparkly one somewhere, but I think I dropped it. It's from this yarn. And I'm gonna make a lot of these, and one for each person I love. I love crocheting. It's just such a relaxing thing, especially like when I'm teaching my students. I'm looking at the screen, listening to the person, but in here I'm just crocheting. I don't even think about it. I just need to do something with my hands. I cannot let my hands just lay on the desk. It annoys me. It gets my head going. What? Stop licking me. She's got a licking disorder. Yes, so we're gonna go to the park and I'm gonna take the camera with me and show you the snow. What? What is it? Are you the best dog in the world? Do you want a snack? Do you want a little snack? Yeah? Oh, baby, there's some kids playing around. And this is my dog. Hello, so I'm reading Holly before work. I have to stop and start teaching my students in a minute. But you know, I reread the first chapter that I started to read when I was last updating you, and I just want to say that anxiety is a fucking bitch, because that time I felt so anxious that I didn't take in anything that I read. I could vaguely remember that there was like a description of a town or something, but that was it. And I just reread that chapter and everything in it was new to me, and I just realized how much anxiety actually affects my brain. And that's kind of scary because I have a lot of anxiety. And if it affects my perception so much, what is it probably doing to my relationships with people? Treat your anxiety, guys. I'll be right back. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. So I'm on page 90 of Holly and I really love it. I'm enjoying it so much. It's flying by. I kind of want to stretch it out, but I just love it so much I can't stop myself. I really prefer not to read the synopses of the books that I'm reading, especially when I already know that I'm liking the book, but I read it so that I wouldn't spoil anything for you. So basically, Holly is 55 years old at this point, and when we started with Finders Keepers, when we started with Mr. Mercedes, like 5 books ago, she was 28, I think. I love her so much. Holly just gives me so much comfort and I just want to be her best friend. This is a story about serial disappearances. She gets approached by a woman whose daughter in her 20s has disappeared when biking from work. And at the same time, we have the plot line in different years of a very respectable octogenarian couple, both college professors, who are kidnapping people for whatever reason. And I figured out why they were kidnapping them pretty quickly, like with the first victim, but now I got inward proof, and it's gross and amazing at the same time. And these villains are truly scary and despicable because they are such a beautiful couple. They still are so much in love with each other, even being 80 years old. They are college professors, they have a bunch of students, they host parties for their writing groups. I just want to add from editing that all the horrible personality parts of them, aside from murdering people, that I discovered about them later in the book, I didn't mention them here because I haven't read about them yet, but I would never say that they were nice, normal people if I knew that they were also racist, homophobic, and generally awful, aside from being murderers. And they're just like these normal people, but they do this despicable, horrible, horrifying thing for their own personal reasons, and it makes the world so much scarier, but also it kind of has a beauty to it, which is hard to explain without spoiling anything else. I think that I really want to have like a maybe Patreon where I would be doing very spoilery reviews of all the books that I'm reading, but I'm not sure yet. I think it's too early on this channel to talk about a Patreon, even though I already did that. Okay, so now I'm going to go and make myself some lunch. I've had quite a morning, haven't had anything to eat yet today. Dentist, back appointment, very fun. My socks are wet, it's snowing outside, excellent. What do you want, my love? This is my dog and she wants a kiss. Do you want a kiss? She's a baby. Okay, I'm gonna be back soon. Hello, so I'm back home after speaking club, which was great. I went Christmas shopping with my best friend and I'm dead on my feet. But I did buy all the Christmas gifts that I needed. Well, almost all of them, ironically, for the friend that I was with. I didn't get a gift today. Well, I couldn't because she would see it. Anyway, I got myself some books. I got myself Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmus. Finally, I wanted this book so badly, but it was expensive when it first came out. And I found this at a secondhand bookshop, Score, which cost me like $3. And I got myself one new book. I went to the bookshop after the speaking club with my student, And I got myself Lady Tan's Circle of Women by Lisa C. I love Lisa C. Even though I read only one book by her, her writing and research levels are exquisite. Very excited to read this book. Also, I absolutely adore the cover. I also got Pure Nessie in Ukrainian for my stepfather, which is amazing. Very, very happy that he's going to read that. And Holly. So I'm halfway through Holly. I still love it, but we're getting to the anxiety-inducing points now, because in Stephen King's books, you never know what's going to happen, because nobody has plot armor. Anybody can die, anything can happen to anybody. And if any of my favorite characters die, I'm gonna write Stephen King a letter of complaint. I think I'm just gonna read for a little bit in the bed and then go to sleep early, because I'm just so tired. See you tomorrow. Hello, so Holly's going great, but I'm putting it off a little bit because I'm so anxious for the main characters. But I do think that I'm gonna finish it very... Is that an area alert? I don't even know anymore. Like, I hear a loud noise outside and I'm just like, oh, that's the siren going. Look what we just bought. We got Christmas Kinder Surprises. We're gonna put them on the Christmas tree. I just asked my boyfriend if he thinks that they're gonna survive until Christmas, and he said absolutely not. And also I bought these. They are light bulbs with Christmas lights inside them, and I think I want to put them up there over my bed. Hello, I just finished Holly. Excuse the mess in the background. I've been rearranging my room, as one does every couple of days when you've got ADHD. Anyway, just finished Holly. 5 stars. What is falling there behind? Oh, it's the cat. What? That's what she was. Oh, baby. Sorry. Right, so I just finished Holly. 5 stars. That is 2 out of 5 as of now, because Rouge got 5 stars. I just hit myself in the temple with a book, and Holly got 5 stars. I really want to talk about this book at length, and I want to record a spoilery review, which would have been really fun to chat on about this book with other book lovers. It was very scary because of the subject matter. Holly was brilliant as always. The investigation part was so well done and so well laid out. I enjoyed it so much. And again, the scariest part of this was the horrors of the human nature. It was incredibly interesting. I got to spend time with all of my favorite characters again, with Holly and Barbara and Jerome, and I just loved it. And my dog really wants to come in because she can hear me talking. I'm really happy that I read this. Maybe further on my channel, like if there is gonna be a Patreon, I'm gonna do a spoilery one for this book, because it's just like I really want to talk about this. And now I think I'm gonna go and watch that video that I saw on my feed on YouTube a couple weeks ago, where it said that this was King's most controversial book yet. And I think I understand why, because he put in COVID a lot into the investigation. Holly is a little bit of a hypochondriac. She constantly wears gloves and masks, and she's double vaxxed, and you know, like all the correct things. Like, I'm wearing masks and gloves, and I'm double vaxxed, and I use hand sanitizer and all of that stuff. And there's a lot of characters that she meets that are very much anti-COVID, like they believe that it's a hoax, and that's not a part of the investigation. And as he says himself in the afterword, he's not soapboxing. He is just putting real life relative events into the story, and that works really well. Also, the villainous character was incredibly racist, and the racist things that the person has said are so awful and gross, and like I cannot even like imagine anyone even thinking that about another person. So I think that maybe that's another part why this book was deemed controversial. But like, that's Stephen King. He does not put his own views into the mouths of his villains. Obviously, we all know that he's not racist, so... But it's just like, I understand why that might have rubbed a few people the wrong way. But I really loved it. So I'm so glad that I read it and that I bought it. And this vlog is actually going great. And now I think I'm going to move to I Feed Her to the Beast and the Beast is Me by Jameson Shear, who is also... happens to be my friend. I feel really proud, to be honest, of being considered a person worthy of talking to by Jameson, because they are incredibly intelligent, and just the way I watch them write this book on Instagram, and it's just incredibly interesting to me. And also I found out that there's gonna be a sequel, so they're already working on the sequel, so there's gonna be a sequel. So I'm going to start with this one, and then I'm gonna finish with Radiance and Eidolon. I'm gonna count these both as one because I already read Radiance, and I'm gonna buddy read that one. And now I have to go and teach my students. Good morning. I'm going to the dentist, and I'm taking I Feed Her to the Beast and the Beast is Me with me to read on the bus and on the underground. I started it last night. I don't have anything to say yet because I only read one page, other than it's gorgeous. It's incredibly beautifully made. It's got these black pages and there's illustrations, and it's just so lovely. I gotta go. I gotta run now. Dentist's gonna destroy my jaw and I'm gonna read. Hello, so this is the next day, and I Feed Her to the Beast. I haven't finished it. I meant I read a little bit of it. I read, what is it, 38 pages yesterday on the underground. And listen, I freaking love this. I love it so much that while I was reading it on the underground, I wanted to tab a few places, but of course I couldn't because I didn't have my tabs with me because I'm an idiot. I love it so much. This is about Lawrence. She is a ballerina at the Paris Academy of Ballet, or is it school? I'm sorry, I forgot. And she's the only black girl there, and she feels like she's invisible even though she got in on pure talent. She is the only one who's not like rich and famous with rich famous white parents that have been in the ballet business for a long time, and she purely has to go on her talent and on her guts, and I guess things are gonna pick up soon. I just really enjoy this. First of all, it's written really well. Second of all, I just enjoy the plot of her pushing through like that. Listen, here's the thing about reading books from people you know or from your friends. I know that since I know the author, it's probably like expected of me that I'm only gonna say nice things about this book. The thing is, if I started reading this and I didn't like it, first of all, I wouldn't have posted about it on my Instagram because Jameson follows me, and I don't want an author who is also my friend to see that I didn't like their book. I wouldn't have posted a public review in a place where they could see it. And if I didn't like it, I would have honestly said so in my review on Goodreads or on Storygraph or here in my vlog. But again, I wouldn't have posted tagged Jameson in the video or sent the video to them, because I don't want to tell the author if I don't like their book. But since I do love it, I post everywhere about it. Also, I took the dust jacket off, and look at this. Look at how friggin' gorgeous this whole book is. It is just beautiful. I love the way it's made. So, okay, now I'm going to do a thing. Do you remember I told you about my snowflake thing? Here they are. 18 of them. I made them. Here's 18 snowflakes for everyone I love. I need to make 2 more, but I already want to starch them. This one is already starched. If you can see, it's very it's hard, so it's not floppy, and it's gonna hang on my tree very nicely. These ones are all floppy, so I need to starch them. You literally just take some hot water and put some household starch in it. It clumps a little, so if you do this, just put the starch in the water, not the other way around. And now I'm gonna starch these babies, and then we're gonna decorate the Christmas tree. Hear that? Air raid alarm. 3rd time today. Okay, my snowflakes are ready. Look at them. Oh, they're still a little damp, so I'm gonna leave them to dry out. I messed 2 of them up though, because these 2, look at them. I mean, this one, I guess I could still use it, but this one's going in the trash, because I think that the yarn was a little bit too delicate and it started going in the different directions when I put the iron on it. So I'm gonna make 3 more later tonight. Yeah. So every year I tell myself that this year I'm gonna have a very beautiful organized Christmas tree, and every year it's a mess, and every year I love it because I feel like that a Christmas tree should be such just a personal thing filled with emotion. I'm gonna show you mine. Here's our beautiful messy baby. I'm just gonna turn it like this so you can see. That thing is very Soviet, it's old, and this bauble as well. We have some very old ones here. Here are my snowflakes. They're all over the tree. We've got them everywhere. We've got some Christmas gifts over there now. This is for my dog, for my stepdad, for one of my best friends, for my mom, and we're gonna add some more gifts here because I don't have all of them yet here. Here is my dog. She helped us decorate. Hello, it's Christmas Eve day. Well, it's actually, I guess, Christmas Eve because it's almost 4 p.m. So that counts as afternoon, right? Okay, anyway, I'm gonna make Christmas cookies with this little gal. She's gonna help me. And I still love this book. It's amazing. I haven't gotten that much farther into it, but things are starting to pick up. I think that the magic stuff is about to start happening soon. And now I'm gonna go and make Christmas cookies. I'm not gonna put in a time lapse of me actually making the dough and everything because my kitchen is a disgusting, disgraceful mess. I'm just gonna show you the cookies when they're ready. Be right back.
Look at my cookies. They're ready to go in the oven.
In 2 hours it's gonna be Christmas here in Ukraine, so Merry almost Christmas, Merry Christmas Eve. My boyfriend got me Diablo 4 and I'm gonna play it for hours now. We just watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles together, and now I'm gonna have some free time, so I'm probably just gonna play Diablo until I drop dead. And he also got me this comb. Listen, this is not sponsored, but they should fucking sponsor me because I'm gonna be talking about this comb forever to everyone. Okay, I just cut out a long, boring story about this comb. Basically, I love it, and this is my dog, and she wants to cuddle. She also got a like a calf knee joint or something like that for Christmas. It was some animal's knee joint. No, that's my dinner. And she's been eating it for hours. And if I don't forget, I'm gonna input a little video of her waiting for the joint to be opened here. And now I'm gonna go and play my game, and then I'm gonna read before bed, and maybe I'll have a reading update for you tomorrow. Hello, so it's been a few days, quite a few days since my last update on this. I am a third of the way through this and I still love it. It's getting murdery and unhinged, and I love all the characters and just the interactions between them, and it's very atmospheric while not being purple prose, so like I feel like I am there. Why do I say like so much? I don't even say it when I'm just having conversations with people. Why do I say it so much on camera? Anyway, I'm really enjoying this. I am a little bit sad though because I wanted to block out the whole of January and do a video where I'm going to be reading the favorite books of all the booktubers of 2023. And I started doing some preparatory work for that video, but then I was thinking like, well, let me wait a couple more days for a few more people to upload their videos, and I'll just like start on January 3rd. And then it was January 3rd and people were still posting videos, and then one thing led to another, and I guess I'm gonna be doing that in February. So I'm not gonna have as many days there, but I guess I already sort of have my list. Maybe I will change something because there's gonna be many more videos. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Also, please disregard my background. I know it's always a mess, but now it's an extra mess because I figured out how to get more room in the space, and I'm gonna put a couch over there, sell this one, buy a new one, and then put bookshelves here. And you don't care about that. I'm gonna update you with some reading soon. Hello, I just finished I Feed Her to the Beast and the Beast is Me, and I'm incredibly happy to tell you that I'm giving it 5 stars. It was incredible. It was very, very good. It was well written, entertaining, and here I want to explain to you why I think this book is not only entertaining, but also important. This is about Laure Mesny, who is a ballerina in Paris. She's studying at the ballet academy, and then she becomes an apprentice and starts to dance ballet professionally at the opera house. And it describes perfectly how the ballet actually works, how demanding it is, how politicized it is. Ballet is a very old, beautiful, but demanding form of art. And like in any form of art, there is a set of rules that if you don't follow, you are not going to be taken seriously. Unfortunately, in things like ballet, I think it is much more pronounced than in other things. Like I myself went to art university, like to art academy, a proper, you know, fine art classical training, and it was also very demanding and very pushing towards do the classical thing unless you want all bad grades and nobody to take you seriously. That happened to me year after year, and that's, I think, part of the reason why I left, because I just couldn't do that. All of my portraits were incredibly colorful and messy, and my teacher said, that's very interesting, but that's not classical art, so bad grade. And last time I went to see ballet was before the war, so that was about 2 years ago. I went to the Kiev Opera House here in Kiev, and I watched this very beautiful modern ballet, and the prima ballerina who was dancing the main part, she was, at the moment, she was 40 years old. So right now she's gonna be 42. And my friend and I, we were talking about how beautiful it was and how wonderful that ballet was, and it was written specifically for this ballerina. And we were talking about the fact that if this woman wasn't on TV, because she's not only a ballerina, she's also a TV presenter on television. I didn't know this. My friend told me that she was a TV presenter. And then we started talking about the fact that if she wasn't on TV, at 40 years of age, after having children even, she wouldn't have been chosen as a prima ballerina. And that is true, and that's horrible, because she was beautiful on stage. She danced incredibly. I know that I'm not, you know, a professional dancer. I don't know that much about ballet that I would have been able to see any mistakes or if she was bad, you know, or anything like that. But I think that pushing away people that become too old, pushing away people of not the right race, which was what happened to Laura. She was not taken seriously because she's black and all the other ballerinas are white, because you are not from this world, because again, Laura came in off the streets. She wasn't a part of the, like, one of the ballet families. She didn't have anyone in her family who was a famous ballerina. And it's all very hard to start in a industry like this when you are basically nobody to them. That happens in a lot of artistic professions, and I think that sucks. The ending gave me very many feelings and this inspiration to create, to write, to paint, and to do all of the things that I love, no matter what anybody says. Also, I cannot believe that I have to wait for the sequel now. I don't know when the sequel comes out because the Goodreads page doesn't have a date. I'm gonna ask Jameson, maybe Jameson knows. Because the second that this book is out for pre-order, the second one is out for pre-order, when I have the money, I'm gonna pre-order it immediately because I want the second one right now. I'm very glad that I read this. This was beautiful and gorgeous. So my video is going great. Another 5-star out of my, so 3 out of 5 are 5 stars right now. And the next read on this list is going to be Radiance and then Eidolon. I already know that Radiance was 5 stars for me, but I listened to it on audiobook and I want to read it again so that I can confirm that it's 5 stars for me, and I think I will confirm that. So I'm gonna buddy read this with Deborah now, and I'm going to update you soon. Hi again. Okay, so I have half an hour before my students start, and I need to tone some paper for my letters from my Etsy shop. And while I'm waiting for the tea to steep, I'm toning them with black tea. I'm gonna read a couple of pages of Radiance. I already texted Deborah and she said that she's ready to go. So I'm gonna read a couple of pages. I've got my sticky notes and I got my unicorn pen that lights up. So I'm ready to go. And this is Alice. Listen, I woke up at the unholy hour of 6 o'clock today. I don't know what reason was there for that. Probably just that my body hates me. But I did do some much needed shopping early this morning, and I had some time to read Radiance. I am on page 96 already, and Deborah and I have been sending notes back and forth on Instagram all night because she is a nocturnal goblin as well and cannot sleep. And now I'm drinking a Red Bull because I need energy today to do so much goddamn work. God help me. Okay, anyway, so I love this as much as I loved it the first time, even more probably, because now that I get to read it with my eyes, I get to savor every phrase that I loved so much and reliving the emotions of these characters. Listen, how is this book so well written that by page 96, I know the two main characters better than I have many characters through multiple books in a series. This is truly a wonderful fantasy romance. And if all books like this were in this genre, I would have read much more of this genre. I desperately desire to write something half as good as this. Grace Draven, you are my hero. And I just am in love with this. I think I'm just like flat out gonna just finish it today. Also, I'm gonna have a lot of fun on the underground reading the book with this cover. I'm gonna be so embarrassed. Even though like there's nothing that, you know, graphic about this. It's just two people embracing. It's not like one of those Barbara Cartland books with, you know, with a man with his nipples showing, like a dying swan in the background or something, and a woman falling out of her dress with a bosom heaving. You know, that was very graphic of me. But yeah, anyway, I'm still gonna be like looking back and forth at people while I read to see if anyone has noticed the cover, because I am an anxious mess on the underground as usual. But with this book, it's gonna be even more. Anyway, you don't care about that. I'm gonna go drink more of my Red Bull, try to do some writing, and then go to my rehabilitation appointment, and then work, and then maybe more reading. I'll update you soon. Hello, look how clean my couch is. I'm cleaning up. Okay, anyway, yesterday I finished Radiance. I completely forgot what the ending was. I messaged Deborah yesterday, like, Deborah, I completely forgot the ending. Deborah was in the middle of the book, so I didn't want to spoil anything for her, so I'm just like waiting here with bated breath for her to finish, because I really want to talk to somebody about this. And I'm going to put off reading Eidolon until Deborah can finish this one, so we can read it together. Deb, I know you said that I can go ahead and read it, but I'm still gonna wait for you. It's very sunny outside today and a little bit warm. And even though the sun, this weather makes me feel good, puts me in a good mood, I'm like, but I am a creature of spite and darkness. And then my body's like, but I like vitamin D. You know, so yeah. And I'm gonna update you soon. Good morning. I'm a bit sick, which sucks. But I am gonna start Eidolon right now, because I just got a message from Deborah. And she finished Radiance, and was like, did you start Eidolon? No, because I'm stupid and I was waiting for the go-ahead from her, which is what happened right now. Sorry, I'm not very smart in the mornings, especially when I'm sick. So I'm gonna start this right now, and judging by the ending of the previous book, this better have a happy end. Like, I don't think it's going to have a bad ending, because the first book was so beautiful and so wonderful, and this series is so well loved in the fantasy romance circles, especially people who read independent novels, that I think that this has to have a bunch of drama and a bunch of suffering, but a happy ending in the end. And hopefully we're gonna prove that correct very soon. I'm going to start it now because I'm sick and I have to start work at 5 today, so I have quite a few hours before then, and I'm not going anywhere with my throat, so I'm staying home and I'm gonna read this. Listen, I'm so ready for this video to be over. I've been filming it for 2 or 3 months. I don't even know anymore. Listen, Eidolon, I am on page 180. Deborah, where are you? What page are you on? This book is gonna give me a heart attack. First of all, there's constantly action happening. I don't want to spoil what happens at the end of the first book by saying what happens in this one, but the events... Alice, can you stop? Can you stop making that sound, please, my love, when I'm filming? Yeah? The events that happen in this book are dramatic and amazing and beautiful, but they are so dramatic and so anxiety-inducing, because I love all of these characters so much that I'm really afraid. What if it doesn't end in a happily ever after? I'm gonna be really upset. I just finished Eidolon literally 5 seconds ago. I immediately turned my camera on because I just... yeah! I thought this book was gonna give me a heart attack. There is so much action here, so much drama. It was so good. Listen, this gets 5 stars as well. Grace Draven is my queen, and I am going to read everything else that Grace Draven has written. Always. It was so good. I've heard of Radiance being mentioned by people for a very long time, and I always thought, well, okay, it's fantasy romance, it's not really my thing. And I'm so happy that I picked it up, because I had a prompt on Gothtober that I needed to fulfill, and it got me to read this amazing book and the sequel, The Radiance is over there. I don't want to get up right now. Okay, no, I need to get up and get the other books. 1 second. Right, well, I can't talk too much about the plot of Eidolon, because if you haven't read Radiance, then I'm gonna spoil a bunch of things for you. But if you love very believable main characters, Ildiko, this lady right here, the main character, she is a niece of a king of Gore, and she gets married to Brishan, this guy right here. They are of two very different races who don't find each other attractive at all, and they have to go through a lot of things, but they have such a great relationship. They go from strangers to friends to lovers, and they, oh god, it's just such a great relationship between them. All the side characters are amazing. I love everyone. I love Sarovek. There was a plot line with Sarovek there that didn't like get resolved. It's not like it didn't get resolved, it's just that it was like a side plot line, kind of a joke. I don't want to spoil anything, but I would love to see that resolved. Grace Draven spin-off about Sarovek. When? Editing Jean here, popping in from the future. Remember when I just said that I want a spin-off with Sarovek? Yeah, it exists. And it's called The Ipos King, and I already bought it on my Kindle. My boyfriend got me a Kindle for Valentine's Day. What is with my hand? Why can't I hold the camera right? So yeah, here it is, The Ipos King. I already got it on Kindle, and I cannot wait to read it. Sorry, I'm really excited. I'm losing my mind over how much I love these books. So now for the overview of the whole video. Radiance, 5 stars. Prediction, 5 stars. Eidolon, 5 stars. Prediction, 5 stars. Prediction fulfilled. I Feed Her to the Beast and the Beast is Me by Jameson Shea. Prediction, 5 stars. Rating, 5 stars. I cannot wait for the sequel. And I've seen the cover. Jameson's done a cover reveal recently, and the cover is... I cannot wait. Absolutely losing my mind. Then, Holly by Stephen King. Prediction, 5 stars. Rating, 5 stars. Love Stephen King as always. Love Holly Gibney. She's one of my favorite literary characters of all time. And even though this book had a triggering kind of thing for me that has to deal with the crime, I'm not going to mention it, even though I already mentioned it in this video. It's in the synopsis if you want to read this book, but it was very good anyway, and I enjoyed it, and it actually helped me with my fear of that thing a little bit. And Rouge by Mona Awad. Prediction, 5 stars. Rating, 5 stars. So I think it's safe to say that the video was a success. I gave 5 stars to 5 books that I thought I was gonna give 5 stars to, and honestly, that doesn't really happen that often to me. Sometimes I predict that I'm gonna love a book, and then I read it and I just think, what the hell is this? Like, who thought that? What? But this really makes me happy, because it makes me feel that I know my reading tastes better. I feel like I can pick up books more confidently and know that I'm going to enjoy them. And I think that also it will help me DNF books in the future if I'm not enjoying them, because I don't want to waste my time on something that I'm not enjoying. So overall, I think success has been accomplished. Please let me know if you read any of these books and what you thought of this video. Let me know anything and everything. What you thought of these books, if you loved them, if you hated them. Let's have a discussion. I am so glad that you spent this time with me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Slava Ukraini!